Cousins, what is going on? It's your girl Philly Jones Tarot, and I am back with your general collective reading for the month of August. And it's for all the cousins, okay? All of y'all can get a little something out of this. But if you don't, listen, it's okay. This is a general reading, so it cannot and will not resonate for everyone. But take what resonates for you, leave the rest. Come back, because I do have the individual Jones coming after this, y'all. So stick around. It's going to be a good family reunion. But nonetheless, I have missed y'all. I'm so happy to be back in the vibe, in the mood, you know, getting these messages out, doing what I'm supposed to do, listening to spirit and all. So before we just dive into it, because we're just going to dive into it, cousins, you already know the deal. House rules. First things first, make sure y'all like this video. Make sure y'all comment down below. Let me know what's been going on with T. How's summer been? How's y'all, you know, spiritual awakenings and all the things been going on? Because y'all know y'all president crazy, right? But let me know what's been going on down below. And make sure y'all share the video, share the channel. We are still trying to grow Philly Jones Tarot. So we got to, you know, get it out in the algorithm. Get all the cool cousins to the family reunion so that we can continue to catch some vibes and get the messages from the Most High. So, yeah, y'all, do all that. Get the house rules in check. And then let's jump into this. Because, y'all, first things first. It's a lot going on, okay? We got a full moon coming up, and I believe that's in Aquarius, so, you know. But I ain't mad at it in a way, because Aquarius, you already know that's all about, like, communication, mental, all the things. So I definitely feel like this full moon is bringing in a lot of clarity and communication about a lot of things. Not only that, y'all know we got Mercury in retrograde, Saturn, Venus in retrograde. Like, there's a lot of shit going on with these planets, okay? And one of my favorites, we got the 8-8 portal, y'all. And if y'all know anything about 8-8, y'all know it's all about abundance. So the Lionsgate portal on 8-8 is really just, you know, like all the other portals we have throughout the year. It's just another thin veil, right, between worlds and universes and all the things. But it's also a very powerful, potent time to manifest. And you already know, 3 days before, 3 days after, and during, you are going to feel that energy. It is going to be heightened. So if you are trying to manifest anything, if you're trying to call in anything, now would be the time to do it. And then with it being so close to the full moon, it's also given, you need to do this ASAP, because this full moon is all about what we want to release, let go, right? That's what we, all the things. But then this portal is all about what you want to call in, what you want to manifest. So at this point, cousins, it's time to clean house, okay? You need to be sitting there asking yourself, like, what, who, when, where, all the things is no longer serving me, aligning with me, making me feel all the feels and things, which is okay, right? Seasons and reasons. Not everyone's here for a lifetime. But what things are giving me all the feels, exciting me, making me feel safe and loved and all the things, right? Because again, you know what's going on in your life, girl, not me. You do. Nonetheless, you want to pay attention to the things that make you feel good and give you all the feels and has your energy at an elevated level versus the things that has you like this and like this. You know what I mean? So, nonetheless, I say all that to say, cousins, this is a very powerful time, or this really Leo season, month of August, but very early into the month of August. Very powerful time for us energetically, and it would behoove you to not, like, you got to take advantage of it in some way, shape, or form. And it don't even gotta be nothing super extra. Like, I know spirituality has really become like this fad of a thing, and everyone's, you know, trying to market and profit all off of it and all these things. Cousins, you already know over here, we're gonna keep it a beat, okay? We're gonna keep it simple. It's never that deep, never that, you know what I mean? Like, it could be as simple as you just being mindful of your mindset and what you're allowing into it over the next few days, over the next week, watching your thought process, watching how you communicate with people. It can be things as simple as cleaning your house and literally energetically getting rid of all the things that is no longer meant to be in your space, right? Because your home is your safe space. cleaning house, reorganizing, shifting some things so that you can open up and call in that new energy with that 8-8 portal. It can be something as simple as just writing. And that's one of the best spells you can do. You want to talk about some spell work? Just write it down. Y'all ever made a vision board? Wrote a New Year's resolution? That's spell work. It's what you're trying to be intentional about calling into your life. So those are all things that you can do during this time to amplify the energy, to really, take advantage of it and call in some things that you want to, you need to, but also get rid of some things that no longer serves you, right? Because the whole name of the game is all about elevation and growth. And you cannot elevate and grow still holding on to things, people, places that no longer serve you. Because sometimes those are the very things holding you back from elevating. And I'm only here for my cousins being their best self. So if that's you, cousins, stick around. I gotta read it, okay? Now, that was just my little tidbit. Because intuitively, I do feel like, cousins, we all going through it. It's heavy for everybody. But not bad heavy, right? Because it don't always got to be bad heavy. It's just a lot of different things going on at once. And we all just trying to, catch a little break. And knowing half of us, we be at a happy hour somewhere. We be outside. We do everything but, I mind my business stuff. But nonetheless, cousins, if you are new here, welcome. We are so happy to have you. I promise you this is going to be one of the best family reunions you've ever been to. And if you're a returning cousin, shout out to you for holding me down in the midst of a little sabbatical. Okay? I appreciate you, cousin. So you can help us explain the house rules, because you already know I like to bring you to the front of the congregation because I get a lot of messages and downloads to the visuals of the cards. And I bring y'all to the front in hopes that you can pick up when I put them down and everything starts to make sense. So, peep game, cousins. My man, we starting off this reading with the Fool. This man is on the edge of a cliff, ready to take a leap of faith. But what is he holding on to? This gold cup. And that gold cup seemed to be overflowing with a little bit. Ooh, excuse me, y'all. Yo, cousins, I don't know if that was like a sign, this sage. We just need some water, whatever. But I was kind of catching this vibe, like, because I was ready to tell y'all, this cup is overflowing with emotion. So, damn, either somebody is getting choked up, because y'all, we were just having a whole convo. I was chilling, fine. And for real, the stage is burnt out. Like, we ain't even, I don't know what that was. You know what? That was a message. You right, Spirit. Let me obey and listen, because wow. Cousins, who y'all got choked up like that? That's wild. Now, the Fool card, a lot of readers attached to a few different signs. I typically associate it with Virgo, personally. So you could be dealing with the Virgo and or have Virgo in your big three. Some may say it's also attached to Pisces. Following after that, though, we did get the Queen of Cups. And y'all know that's more energy, water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So it could very well be. But I also want y'all to notice how she is sitting next to this stream of water. And you already know, in tarot, water is all about our feelings, emotions, all the things. So with that being right next to the Fool card, just giving love. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. It's giving love. And it's giving like, is it time for somebody to take a leap of faith into love, a relationship, an abundant relationship, with a Queen of Cups, a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and or that could be you. Make it fit where it fit, cousin, because like I said, you know your story, not me. Okay? But Queen of Cups, that's my girl. Gang, gang, to all my Pisces out there. But you also see how she is abundant. And she is clothed in her red. Y'all already know. Color therapy is so real. And being intentional about the colors that you incorporate into your day-to-day, all the things, makes a difference. Trust me on that, okay? So, with this shorty do up here sitting in her red, she's also sitting in her power. Sitting in her truth. So that could be you too, cousin. And you can be sitting in your power and your truth when you to assess, have to make a decision. And I also just want y'all to peep game how this sword or staff, my bad, is right next to the stream of water. That stream leads to some mountains, hills, if you will. So it could be that this connection you're in, that you're coming out of, whatever, cousin, because again, you know your story, has some hurdles, has some mountains in between. And y'all see how the clouds and all the things, it's like, it's smoky. It's not clear. It's not a black or white situation. It's given very gray. It's given very fogged up. And you're trying to figure out how to make a decision, how to make some clarity. With this moon up here, our moon always talks about intuition and trusting our gut. You're really at this point where you're trying to go within to make that decision when it comes to matters of the heart, your emotion, your feelings, and the hurdles that you've been going through. And with that Two of Staffs coming out right after or right next to the moon card, y'all already know, excuse me, the moon is associated with our, I'm going to say the Pisces gang. Some people will say Cancers because you'll catch the crabs and all things. Either way, water, emotions, feelings, intuition. That's why I associate it with Pisces, because they are the most intuitive in the entire zodiac. But you'll also know we have a full moon coming up on the 9th. Yes, I want to say it's the 9th. It's coming up soon. But I was a little thrown off because I seen that 18 at the top. Something could be going on the 18th for someone, where you guys get clarity, and or it could be an emotional, a heavy emotional time for y'all, because you see how this moon is kind of like, let me see, raining little teardrops a little bit, like it's heavy, like it's, you know, but that could also be a good thing, because it's all about releasing what should no longer be serving you. You know what I mean? So it's really giving that energy that around the full moon, and or if not before or shortly after, you're definitely going to gain the clarity on what you need and the decision you need to go, because the Queen of Swords popped right out. Okay, you see how, again, we still back on these streams. Before, it was mountains and hurdles and things that we had to get through, right? Cousins, keep game. Ain't no mountains. Clear skies ahead. Palm trees in the back. Shorty Doo-Wop is grounded. Both feet planted. Sword down. Firm. Firm in that ground. I mean, like, you coming in firm in your position. Firm, standing in firm in what you believe, what you want, what you deserve, what you desire. All the things, right? But you're also coming in grounded. Because you see how that sword is in the ground? You're coming in grounded. You did the work, cousin. And then, I want y'all peep game about the red that she's wearing. Again, sitting, or let me correct myself, standing in your power, being able to stand in your truth, communicate what it is that you want, need, desire, and so much more. Because at the end of the day, you're tired of the Nine of Swords. You're tired of being in your head. You're tired of the Four of Swords. Okay, you're tired of losing sleep, stressing out. Eight of Swords. You're tired of being the one, at the end of the day, holding yourself back. Because there's no one tying this person down. There's no chains here. You are the one doing it, cousin. And again, y'all see these two streams? Two talks about union in tarot. Talks about relationship, romance, all the things. But then again, it's right next to that water. It's all about the emotions, the feelings. So this is that space you don't want to call it with this 8-8 portal. This is that space you want to release with that full moon. Because this space is going to keep you from that space. And the Emperor, oh baby. Now, before we jump into that Emperor, because that was a final overall, I want to tap into these so that y'all can see. Now, it's not an exact, like, numerology countdown type of thing. My bad, y'all. But, because you got the 4 in the mist. But, you see how we went from 9 to the 8 of Swords? And then we got the 4 of Swords in the middle. But nonetheless, the 9 to the 8. So it's coming down. It's also that confirmation, because it's that you ain't going to be here forever. You're not going to be stuck in this mental imprisonment forever. You're not going to be the one holding yourself back. And you're not going to let nobody else hold you back. Because at the end of the day, not only do you know you are an emperor, you are a boss, okay? But you're calling one in. Because that's the type of person on your level, cousins. We already know, like my cousins over here, creme de la creme. Y'all can't just be with anybody. And y'all won't just be with anybody. And you better not just be with anybody. Because you're worthy of so much more. And it's not to say your past situations can never, meet you here. But you don't need to be going through all of this to get to this. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? If so, let me know in the comment section down below. Because overall, I think the vibe is... and again, y'all see how he's sitting in this red, sitting in his power, but he's holding a green flag. Meaning, you can go forward. This new... and this can fit in many different ways. With the Emperor being... the energy that you're embodying, the boss type energy, you know what I mean? And or this could be somebody you're dealing with. Emperor is associated with Aries, and or you could have Aries in your big three. But this is what you want. You want an emperor. You want a king. Like, you don't want to settle for nothing else. Like, so not only is it by you, like, standing in your power, speaking your truth, standing firm in what it is that you are calling into your life and that you know you deserve in your life, you embody this spirit. But by you embodying that spirit, you also can call in that divine match. And then at the bottom of the deck, y'all, we did have a justice card. So just know, cousins, all the shit that you done been through, you didn't go through it in vain. Justice will be on your side. So I feel like it's a straight shooter, if y'all ask me. At the end of the day, when it comes time to taking a leap of faith, when it comes to matters of the heart and love and romance and all the things, you want to take that leap of faith, but you want to take that leap of faith and stand in your truth, stand in your power, speak your mind. Don't hold anything back, because at the end of the day, cousins, you deserve. You are the prize, and they need to know that. But by you doing that, you still end up on top. You still get the justice you deserve, okay? And I did get a couple chakras for y'all. 5th chakra, throat chakra, expressing my feelings, okay? 2nd chakra, sacral chakra, abundance. We did say our Queen of Cups. And then 7th chakra, crown chakra, grace. The grace of a higher power is with me, and I move through life knowing this. I believe in a higher power, and I know that it is within and around me, offering assistance and guidance. I surrender all my fears and burdens to a higher power, and I am open to receive grace, and I trust in a higher power because I am worthy. 2nd chakra, sacral chakra, abundance. I am worthy and I deserve an abundance of anything that I require. I watch my thoughts to ensure that I am honoring and respecting myself. I honor myself by knowing that I am worthy to receive. I am open to receive now. I remind myself that it is a sign of strength to ask for help. And then that 5th chakra, that throat chakra, expressing my feelings. I allow my emotions to be fully experienced. I acknowledge feelings of grief, anger, or fear, and I make a conscious effort to express my emotions or resolve them within myself so that I can move forward freely. I let the unconditional love experienced in my heart be expressed through my voice and my creativity, and I let those close to me know how much I love and care for them. I forgive all those who have done me wrong in the past, as well as forgiving myself, as I could not have responded in a more evolved way than I was able to at the time. So that's it, cousins. Y'all already know. Tap into the greens, the oranges, and the purples to really get these chakras unclogged and aligned. If this message resonated with y'all, let me know down below. Comments, like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, cousins, peace and love.